Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin. What you got in there?
Medical supplies. My roommate Casey's got a bad cold and fever, so I thought I'd try and nurse her back to health.
Aspirin, thermometer, chest rub.
Yeah, I figure I might get lucky.
Kevin, don't they sell these items at drugstores?
Well, yeah, but as long as I'm stealing your food, I might as well take this stuff, too. See ya.
My life as I know it is over.
Run out of press-on nails?
I was trying to wheel my bicycle out of the garage, but Mom's Porsche was blocking it. So I backed the car up just a little and put this teeny tiny scratch on the door. Mom is going to kill me.
Well, if it's such a small scratch, perhaps your mother won't notice. I suppose I could be wrong.
Do you have something to say to me, young lady?
Somebody's been to the beauty shop? Mom, I am really sorry about the scratch, and I will never, ever go near your Porsche again. I triple promise.
Heather, I loved that car when I was a lawyer. And since I quit being a lawyer, I love it even more. I am slinging hash and singing Teen Angel 5 times a day to pay for it. So you are going to pay for the damage, Missy. And until you do, you're grounded. And that's that. George, wait till you hear what your daughter did.
Later, huh, Marsh?
What's the matter, honey?
Well, they brought in some hotshot news director to boost the ratings.
Well, the ratings haven't been that bad, have they?
Are you kidding? We're getting killed by reruns of Flipper.
That's what I watch.
Oh, great. My own family doesn't even watch me.
I do, George.
Oh, thanks, big guy.
Your 11 o'clock report helps put me to sleep. Of course, your 6 o'clock report does that, too.
Well, this new guy told me I have to jazz up the sports. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do? Read the scores standing on my head wearing a tutu?
Now that's entertainment.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one's spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
What's the big idea? 1 minute to air. How you doing, Tammy?
I haven't seen Skip yet. I'm a little worried.
Oh, don't worry. Who is that?
Our new meteorologist. She's a former Miss Weather Balloon.
The high-pressure fronts look pretty good to me.
Just point me to my chair.
Hey, Skip, what's wrong with you?
Nothing. Just a stomach flu, 104 fever. Am I sitting yet?
30 seconds.
You look like you should be in bed.
Are you serious? With millions of loyal Pittsburghians awaiting me in their living rooms? Besides, I'm not giving that new twerp any excuse to replace me.
Hello, team.
Hi, Chief.
Hello, Mr. Cornwell.
Skip, are you okay?
Oh, I've never felt better, sir.
15 seconds.
You sure you can walk?
I'm positive.
Skip, I can do it.
No, you're too good. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to you.
How about if George does it?
Me?
Well, if it's only George, I suppose I could use a little rest.
5 seconds.
I don't know anything about real news.
Perfect.
Good evening. I'm George Owens, sitting in for Skip Hollings.
It worked for Uncle Milty.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, honey.
Hello, George.
Well, how was I?
How were you what, honey?
You should have seen Flipper tonight, Dad. It was the one where Flipper finds his long-lost brother in a can of tuna.
Oh, we saw you.
Yes, George. We'd just like to talk to you.
Hey, the news director likes my style. Said he wants me to keep anchoring until Skip comes back.
Yeah, what's wrong with Skip anyway?
Well, they don't know for sure. They're running some tests to be on the safe side.
Well, look out, Flipper. Here comes George.
Anybody can go head-to-head with a bottlenose dolphin. You can.
Adam Curbunuto. Curbunato. Curbinito. Curbogano. Curbonito. Curbo...
Are you having a stroke, George?
No, I'm reading the newspaper.
Oh, how are Nancy and Sluggo?
Go ahead and make fun, but as long as I'm the anchor, I'm learning everything I can about the news.
It's very commendable, George.
Yeah, but they picked today to start a rebellion in Indonesia. How the hell do you pronounce this general's name?
That gentleman's name is simply Curbinato, like potato.
You mean Curbinato like potato?
Potato, potato, Curbinato. Let's call the whole thing off. You say potato, I say potato. You say Curbinato, I say Curbinato. Potato, potato, Curbinato. Let's call the whole thing off.
This is it.
My, someone was thirsty.
I'm recycling. Pretty soon I'll be able to pay Mom the whole $250 for that stupid scratch. How much are they worth?
Well, let's see. 42 cans per bag, divided by 25 cans per pound. Congratulations. You just made $1.68.
$1.68?
Only 892 pounds to go. Come, Heather. You can do it. Remember, it's hard work that made America great.
We have a high-pressure system coming in from the east.
Wait just a minute. You're not the new weatherman. I'm the new weatherman.
No, you're not. I am.
No, you're not. I am. I'm the new weatherman.
No, you're not. I am.
No, you're not. I am.
30 seconds.
Boys and girls, I've got great news about Skip.
You gonna be okay?
No, he's going in for surgery.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with him?
They found a polyp in his colon, just like President Reagan. They're going to operate any minute now.
Poor Skip. Maybe one of us should go down there.
I am way ahead of you. I already sent a camera crew. We're going live.
To the guy's operation?
You bet.
Well, does Skip know we're doing this?
No, but he's a pro. He'll love it. Sell it, George. I see big numbers.
Good evening, I'm George Owens, sitting in for Skip Hollings, who won't be sitting anywhere for a while. Minutes ago, doctors informed our Metro News Action Desk that Skip has a growth in his colon. Let's go now to McBean Memorial Hospital, where our Metro News medical reporter, Dr. Dave Apicella, is live on the scene with Skip.
Hi, Skip.
Skip, can you hear me?
Go away.
Well, don't worry, pal. We're all behind you.
Dr. Dave, what exactly is a polyp, and what is the procedure to remove it?
Tammy, a polyp is a small protuberant growth. In Skip's case, it's growing along the interior colon wall.
Oh, God.
Now, momentarily, our crack surgical team here at McBean Memorial will probe Skip's insides and then perform the surgical excision.
Oh, God.
Now, I understand we're ready now with our special mini micro Metrocam live inside Skip Hollings' colon. Are you ready, Skip?
Live where?
Sorry about that little mix-up. That was from our West Virginia miners' strike story coming up later in the show. Anyway, Skip, thanks for that inside scoop.
Skip Hollings, the Fantastic Voyage will continue with surgery results tonight at 11, right here on Metro News.
You did great, George. I love the way you seem genuinely concerned.
Oh, I am. I mean, the man's having an operation, and we turned it into a circus.
Yeah, wasn't that great?
$2.20. $2.22.
It's Friday night, Heather. Shouldn't you be going somewhere?
Well, I was finally going to go out with John Tricosis, but I had to cancel to make money to pay off Mom. I get 2 cents for every envelope I stuff. $2.24. $2.26.
Heather, I'm touched by your plight, but you're also getting on Mr. Belvedere's nerves. I will lend you the money you need.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Belvedere. Mwah. Thank you, 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 thank you. If I can ever do you a favor, all you have to do is ask. Oh, and can you finish those for me?
Can you believe this? Carbonato's just been replaced by Sun Gay Guy Ong. Son Guy Gay Gong.
Hello, everybody.
Skip!
Hey, buddy.
Hi, you weren't supposed to be here till tomorrow.
Well, the doctors say I'm fine. I just have to go back every 6 months for a checkup.
Well, it's great to have you back, pal.
I know. I've been watching you.
Skip, how's the plumbing?
Oh, wonderful. Now that the camera's gone.
Super. This is a surprise. Could we chat a moment?
Boy, you look great.
Yeah, he's even got his snotty attitude back. Hey, what's this for?
That's my Heine donut.
Traitor. Well, what's the matter, Skip?
I'm fired.
Huh?
Congratulations, Owens. You're the new anchor man.
Howdy, stranger.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, I was just finishing breakfast. Bye.
I haven't seen you for breakfast in about 3 weeks. In fact, I haven't seen you at all.
I've been busy.
Busy avoiding a $250 loan?
Ding, 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 ding. Mr. Belvedere, you weren't serious about me paying you back, were you? I mean, Dad never made us pay back money he lends.
Dad is a chump.
But I'm just a kid. I'm not supposed to be responsible.
When I was your age, Heather, I did tasks around the house in exchange for food.
Boy, you made all like a bandit.
Which gives me an idea. For every task you do around the house, I will subtract an appropriate amount from the 250.
What do you mean?
I mean you're our new maid.
All right.
And your first task will be to take out the garbage. That will give you 2 simoleons.
Why couldn't Mom have a station wagon like a normal mother?
Let's go. Yeah, get him up, moving on. Get him up, moving on. Get him up, everybody.
What are you doing, George?
Just a little rewrite.
The copy's fine. That's why we pay news writers.
Yeah, but I think it's going overboard calling a doll factory fire a Ken and barbecue.
You don't have to think, George. You're an anchor man now.
Who's here, George?
Skip! Great to see you, buddy.
I thought I'd stop by to apologize to you, George. I was a little upset the other week.
I can understand you being sore.
So, what are you up to, Skip?
Well, I got another job.
I knew it wouldn't take long.
Well, where are you working, pal?
At a smaller station, actually, but I'm moving past news into the entertainment end.
See that? I knew you'd land on your feet.
Skip Hollings always does.
Well, Tony the dead body, what do you think of tonight's feature? It stinks. I could not agree with you more.
Hey, Westman, what are you doing up so late?
Watching Shock Fear Theater.
Huh?
It's on some crummy cable channel. This Count Chocula guy is really pathetic.
Oh, no. It's Skip.
We'll get back to Skullman versus the Horrible Demon after a word from our sponsor, Ed's Small Motor Repair. Remember Ed's motto? I like motors, and I'll fix them, too.
Is this gonna happen to you when you get fired?
Okay, Mr. Belvedere, I finished the laundry.
Look who's here, Gulag Gertie.
How nuts.
Shall we say $6?
For 7 loads, and I ironed and folded everything, even your boxers.
You're whining. $5.50.
Mr. Belvedere, that's slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I washed the windows, I polished Dad's golf clothes, I even vacuumed all the donut crumbs out of your pant cut.
And you still have $94 to go. Carry on.
Yes, master.
And that's it for the weather. On behalf of the entire Metro News team, I'm George Owens. See you at 11.
Clear?
Mr. Cornwell?
Yeah. Could we talk to you about Skip?
What about Skip?
Well, he was our anchor man for 15 years, and now he's at some cheesy cable show playing Count Chocula.
So?
So maybe you could give him another chance.
Hey, I got enough problems, pal. I saw the demographics on you, and you're losing women under 35.
Gee, maybe I could have a gallbladder operation.
I'll sleep on it.
You don't have to tell me it broke. And is it my fault, Smarty Pants? Where's Ed's small motor repair now? I wasn't talking to you, Tony. I used to be a newsman. Today in America, lots and lots of things happened. But I'm stuck here. Oh, I hate this show. It's not even scary. You know what's scary? The budget deficit. That thing on Gorbachev's forehead. And to top it all, I found out I have periodontal disease. You want to see that too?
What the hell is happening with Skip?
Well, from the looks of it, his gums are receding.
I gotta go. Skip? Skip? Skip?
Out here, George.
What are you doing out here?
Go away. Leave me alone.
I brought you some coffee and a donut.
I never want to see another donut again.
What you got there?
An award for the first investigative report I did on TV back in '61.
I never knew you won any awards.
Berkeley in '65, students protested, and I was there. Detroit in '67, riots in the streets, and I was there. I even got a color TV out of it. I was a damn good reporter.
And when I became an anchorman, it was a dream come true. Some dream.
Hey, you're still the same guy who won those awards in there, Skip. And I know you can go out and win some more.
It's too late for me.
It's never too late. Throw your shoulders back and keep your chin up high, and you can still soar with the Eagles. Like this guy.
Now you know how I feel.
Hey, forget the makeup and the damn cape. Guys like Cornwell, that's over. You were proud of yourself before, and you can be proud of yourself again.
You really think so, George?
Yeah. Yeah, the polyp. You're an actor. You got your hair dyed. Hell, you could be president.
Thanks, George.
You're welcome. Now get me the hell off of here.
Sure.
One minute.
Where's Owens?
No idea.
George, buddy, we got a new anchorman. You're back on sports. Hey, no reflection on you, buddy.
I just got back from Skip's apartment. I barely managed to talk him down off a ledge.
What?
I don't believe it.
It's true.
I don't believe you didn't call for a camera crew. You have a jumper and you don't get us the exclusive? What kind of a newsman are you?
What kind of human being are you? Didn't you just hear what I said? The man almost jumped.
Hey, this is real life. Some people can cope, some people can't.
Oh, yeah? Well, cope with this.
Wow, George!
5 seconds, Owens. WBN Metro News with George Owens with sports, Abe the Ape with weather, Ken Sakaguchi, and at the anchor desk, Jim Ritchie.
Good evening. At the top of the news, the largest oil spill in history threatens the Atlantic coast. But first, great news from the Pittsburgh Zoo. Sparky, that little bear cub that's been refusing food for 3 days, enjoyed a hearty lunch today of pine nuts and blueberries.
Orange juice?
$3. That makes 246.
Tea?
Another 3 greenbacks. That makes 1 to go.
With milk.
Well done, Heather.
I'm proud of you, honey.
Yeah, great, Heather. Could you pass the butter?
Dream on.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kim.
All right, Angel's Mercy has returned.
Yeah, Casey's been sick an awful long time.
Yeah, I think she's been faking the last couple days. She must like those rub-downs I gave her.
Forget it, Kev. No one believes you even touched her.
Hey, listen, I'm dying for a good English breakfast.
Oh, don't look at me. This is being served by Mademoiselle Heather.
Oh, why?
She scratched Mom's Porsche. Mr. Belvedere loaned her the $250. She tried to weld. She made her his slave.
$150 for that little ding on the door?
How did you know about that? You haven't been here for weeks.
You know, I think I left the thermometer in my apartment.
Hold it, mister.
Explain yourself.
Well, a few weeks ago, I had to reach some old notebooks, so I pulled the Porsche out and put a tiny little scratch on it. You didn't notice, so why say anything?
Why say anything?
Kevin, would you like some nice sausage and toast?
I'll get you, Kevin.
Perhaps later, if he's still got his teeth.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
As reparation for his crimes, Kevin has agreed to lend Heather his car for a month. Heather has promised that if she puts a scratch on it, it won't be one that takes 2 weeks to notice. George seems to be quite content, away from the anchor desk and back in his natural milieu of ice hockey fights and men named Bubba. Skip, in the meantime, has sought psychological help and also accepted a reporting job in Cleveland. His absence, however, leaves Pittsburgh without a Count Chocula. No!
Hey, what's going on in there?
Come in here and find out.
Kirkenbauer. Wait a minute. Before you go running off to the can, I don't want you to forget to watch Just the 10 of Us. Next.
Later tonight on Nightline, the unseen power in Washington. Ted Koppel takes an inauguration night look at the people with real clout, and they're not the ones whose names you'd know. The world. Now, stay tuned for Just 5.
Can't help it. When somebody talks out loud in the movies, I go nuts.
Yeah, well, that's still no reason to plaster your nachos all over that lady's head.
It was dark. I didn't know she was a nun.
Hey. Don't I get a good night kiss? Hey, wait a minute. I live here. Hey, Case, I don't get it. I mean, we do have a relationship.
We do?
Well, yeah, I think we do.
Why? Just because I've seen you in your Mr. Happy Face boxer shorts? Come on, Kevin, you're letting your imagination run away with you.
Oh? Did I imagine that moment in the movies when I passed you the popcorn? A little baby Colonel fell on my knee. You picked it up and ate it. Now, Freud would call that a sexual overture.
That's just silly. I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah, well, what about when you tried to grab my milk duds?
Good night.
Snack tease.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, honey, what's wrong?
I don't know. I think my glands are swollen.
Allow me. Glands, anyone?
Oh, there's my carpool for the diner. Bye-bye.
See ya. Hey, Les, if you don't want to go to school, just say so.
I don't want to go to school.
Tough, you're going.
All right, but don't be surprised if I don't come back. At least not in one piece.
Huh?
You know that new family that moved in down the block? The Bozines?
The ones with the bumper sticker that reads, honk if you eat possum.
That's them. They've got a kid about my age, and he says if I walk past their house one more time, he's gonna pull out my eyeballs and show them to me.
I've been tempted to do that myself.
I bet he's just roughhousing because he wants to be your friend.
Well, okay. But if I'm not home by 3:30, call the Marines.
If you're not home by 3:30, I'll change the locks.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Kevin, I'm done with the shower.
Well, I hope you left me a little cold water.
Look, I've been thinking about what you said last night, and you're right. We do have a relationship. Or we should.
We should?
Uh-huh. I mean, I did move in here because we both needed a roommate.
Right.
But we've been living together for 3 months now.
4.
Well, I guess the point is that, well, it was bound to happen sooner or later, so why not now?
Why not? What now?
This. Wait right here. I'm gonna change into something more interesting.
Great. Casey can call in sick. Carl can take notes for me in class. We can hole up here for a week and just live on love. Must be the champagne.
Kevin!
Wendy. And
Alan, you were best man at our wedding.
What a surprise. What are you two doing back in town?
Well, all my relatives are here to celebrate my parents' 35th wedding anniversary, and Mom's allergic to Alan, so we can't stay there. And ditzy me, I forgot to make hotel reservations, and there aren't any rooms left in town.
I tried to be mad at her, but I can't.
When we moved to California, you said anytime we were in town, we could stay with you.
I did?
Kevin, you're a doll. And I promise we won't be 1 minute's trouble.
Okay, big boy, your wish is about to come true.
Casey O'Connell, Wendy and Alan Schnabel.
Kevin, you didn't tell me we were expecting company.
And you didn't tell me you had a roommate. Such a skinny one.
Well, I guess we all have a lot to catch up on. What happened to the sexy satin thing?
It's in the bedroom with your friends.
Oh, come on, Case. You're not still upset, are you?
Who, me?
Look, I had to let them stay. I mean, Wendy's an old friend of mine from school, and Alan's her husband. He's a bug specialist.
Great. Why didn't they stay at a roach motel?
All right, Casey, what's the matter? I mean, you said you wanted to sleep with me.
I wanted to when I didn't have to. Now that I have to, I don't want to. Good night.
Hey, don't let a silly thing like this come between us. Come on. I bet they're asleep by now.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little snack to tide Alan and me over till breakfast.
Help me. Somebody please help me.
Good Lord.
Wesley, what happened?
This is all your fault.
Mine?
Yeah. If you hadn't sent me out for donuts, I wouldn't have walked past the new people's house and Jabez wouldn't have ambushed me.
Jabez?
Yeah, Jabez Bozine. His name was stitched on his overalls. I read it right before he did a clog dance on your donuts.
Not my maple cream walnut roll. You must have done something to provoke the attack.
I just walked past their house.
That would have provoked me.
Hey, wait a minute. This kid's older sister, Lulabez Bozine, is in my biology class. She seems pretty nice. Maybe we should go talk to her. Come on, Wes.
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you at least going to untie my arms?
Perhaps for Christmas.
Kevin, breakfast breakfast is ready.
Great. Thanks.
Come on, I've set a special place for you.
Sure.
I've got to go to work. Oh, come on, Kevin. You sit right down here, and I'll take care of you.
Apron for briefs?
No, but since I'm an attorney, I thought I could help, and this case is a challenge.
What is it? Defamation of meatloaf?
No, a customer found a hairnet in her chili.
I'd say she had quite a beef.
Well, I've got to run. Say goodbye to everyone for me.
Here comes the walking wounded.
I still can't believe it. Lulabeth seemed like such a nice girl. All we did was knock on her door, and the next thing we knew, we were eating dirt.
Well, at least they fed you.
What happened to you two?
It's those Bozine kids down the street. We went over there to be friendly, and instead, they clobbered us.
I'm going to nip this thing in the bud. Nobody beats up my kids and gets away with it.
Come on, Ed. We don't want to miss this.
Let's move it. It's time these people found out they're dealing with Iron Fist Owens.
Iron Fist a little rusty?
So, anybody up for a movie?
Oh, I hear love stories playing at the campus theater. How about Gorillas in the Mist?
I don't want to. Why don't we stay in? We'll order pizza.
idea. Let's play truth or fib. You know, that game where you have to tell the truth no matter what you're asked?
Sure, why not?
Okay, Casey and Alan are on one team, and Kevin and I are on the other. Okay, Casey, would you rather jump from the Golden Gate Bridge or be stuck in a pit with a couple of wild boars?
I'll take the bridge.
I'll take the bridge mixed.
Come on, Casey, it's your turn to ask me one.
Wendy, if you were on a sinking ship and could save only your mother or your husband, who would you save?
I'd save Kevin.
He isn't one of the choices.
I don't care. I'd still save him.
Wendy, Kevin isn't even on the ship.
Then I don't want to be either.
Wendy, I think it's my turn.
Whatever you say, Kevin. You find a wallet containing $5,000. There is no identification. Do you turn the wallet over to the police, or do you take the money and run away to Tahiti with your old girlfriend who's trapped in a miserable marriage and is dying to get away?
Hey, you're talking about us.
Oh, hush, Alan.
No, it's finally dawning on me. I've sat here for the last 2 days and watched you throw yourself at this guy right under my nose.
Alan, the only thing that's been under your nose are the 4 basic food groups.
No, you want to know something else? I'll bet you forgot to make those reservations on purpose so we'd have to stay here.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, was I being ridiculous when I heard you call out Kevin's name while we were making love?
I did not.
You did too. Both times. On our honeymoon and on Kevin's birthday. Well, that's it. You may not think I'm much, but I'll bet a lot of girls would kill for a guy like me. I'm out of here.
Oh, Kevin!
Wendy, I'm sure Kevin will be back with Alan any minute.
I can't believe he left like that.
I can.
Look, I know it's wrong, but I can't help myself. I mean, Alan is great and we have a good life, but he doesn't have that wild animal man-boy thing that Kevin has. You know?
No.
I mean that Northwoods Timberwolf quality combined with that chocolate milk smell around his mouth.
Is that what that is? Kevin, any luck?
None. I went to every takeout joint and donut shop in town, and there's no sign of him. Saw Mr. Belvedere, though.
What if something horrible has happened to my husband? How will I make it through the night? Oh, hi, Kevin. Dinner's almost ready.
You heard from Alan?
No, but I'm coping. Thanks for being so concerned.
Sit down. Now, look, Wendy, you and I have been friends for years, and I have always loved you as a friend. But only as a friend. There can never, ever, ever be anything physical between us.
All right. I understand.
Good.
And yet, there's a deep, pulsating animal yearning between us. It's a driving bloodlust screaming in the wilderness that must be answered now. Alan!
Kevin. Wendy. I love you too much to see you unhappy, so I'm going to set you free.
You are?
Yeah. Just like I did with my praying mantis Giselle when I had to let her out of her bug jar.
You love me that much?
Well, I guess the best man won. I can't compete with her passionate memories of you.
But nothing ever happened between us.
Oh, come on. This is the most beautiful, desirable woman in the world, And you expect me to believe you never laid a hand on her?
Yes. In fact, I never even really kissed her.
Well, maybe it's time that you did.
What?
If you're willing to blow your whole marriage for this guy, you better make sure there's some chemistry. Go ahead, Kevin, kiss her.
Huh?
Yeah, Kevin, listen to the lady.
What the hell?
That's it?
You call that a kiss? This is a kiss.
Oh, Alan.
What?
Let's go home.
Ooh.
I'm sorry if I caused you guys too much trouble. I guess when the honeymoon ended, my silly fantasies of Kevin took over.
I'm glad you guys are back together.
You know, Kevin may not be my fantasy anymore, but he's a great guy. He's been looking for someone like you for a long time. I'm glad he's found you. Come on, honey buggy.
Well, I guess they really do love each other. Just like us. I mean, kind of like us. Sort of like us.
Kevin, we have to talk.
Oh, no. No, you don't. Every time a woman says we have to talk, it's the big kiss-off.
Kevin.
No, I'm not listening to this.
Kevin, you're a really nice guy.
Oh, that is even worse than we have to talk. I don't want to be a nice guy. I just want a relationship. Is that too much to ask?
You deserve someone who thinks as much of you as Wendy does. Somebody who really loves you. I wish that somebody was me. But it isn't.
I see.
Hey, come on, look at the bright side. I mean, at least I paid my half of this month's rent.
Yeah, well, I guess that's something.
Hey. Goodbye, Kevin.
You see.
If you'd like to be a guest on The Love Connection, please send a self-addressed stamp to...
Are you sure this powwow with the Bozines is going to work, Belvedere?
You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar.
Well, I say we put a landmine under the welcome mat.
What makes you think they'll wipe their feet?
Nevertheless, I have prepared a feast of shoot fly pie, possum tartare, and moonshine mousse. I'm sure they'll love it. Greetings! And welcome in the name of peace.
Take off your hats. We wasn't born in a barn.
I was. And now look, this violence malarkey's got to stop. I mean, what did we ever do to make you mad at us?
Well, sir, you and your young'uns traipse clean across our property every blessed day of the week without a by your leave. I'd call that ornery.
We were just walking on the sidewalk. What's a sidewalk? The Publishers Clearinghouse people never said nothing to us about no sidewalk.
You on the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes?
We couldn't believe it happened to us.
Regardless, just because the sidewalk runs past your house, it doesn't mean you own it. Anyone can walk on it.
Nobody's allowed to do nothing without what I say so.
Someone will have to die.
I lost the hairnet case, which cost the diner $4,000 in damages. Then this huge party comes into the diner, runs up a $100 tab, and stiffs me on the tip. I could kill someone.
Marsh, this is the Bozine family. They live down the block.
We's the ones been whooping on your family.
Whooping?
We didn't want to upset you.
Yeah, Dad said you had enough stuff to take care of.
The day has not come when Marcia Owens can't take care of her family first. If I ever find out that you ignorant sodbusters have so much as looked at my family cross-eyed again, I will curse you with enough litigation to make Watergate look like a picnic!
Let me, Lord, she be speaking in tongues.
Jesus, she witch!
Oh, please, call off your hate.
We'll go play Mac Skunk Holler and never vex you again.
Quick, Beulah Bears, grab the youngins.
Let's take the sidewalk.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
World had beaten them
The
down.
siege of the Bozines has finally ended, thanks to Mrs. Owens. She may have lost the hairnet case, but she won the respect and admiration of her family. Since the abdication of his roommate, we've seen a lot more of Kevin. I must say he seems a bit lost. These Owens men certainly are at the mercy of their women folk. But then, we're all at the mercy of some woman.
I love you, Mrs. Fields.
I'm Jeff Greenfield. Later on Nightline, remember El Salvador, the death squads, guerrilla attacks, the warnings of another Vietnam? An election this weekend could bring it all back.
Sunday at 7, join host Mary Hart as Great Circuses of the World presents the best from Brazil, Germany, and Luxembourg.
Yeah, he's upstairs locked in his bedroom.
Again? Are you sure?
That's where the trail of crumbs stopped.
You've been spending a lot of time up there lately.
Here, I'll get that.
It'll be really fun. Oh, I don't know, Ange. It just seems really weird going to a drive-in without a guy. I mean, we'll actually have to watch the movie. Oh, it's a great double feature. Gandhi and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I heard one of them even won an Oscar. Okay, I'll go. Great. See you after dinner. All right. Bye, Mr. Boomerang.
Hey, Slick.
Wow, Wes, you're really dressed to kill.
Oh, please don't give him ideas.
Relax, I'm just going bowling.
Oh, yeah? Is Denise going to be there?
Hey, how'd you know about her?
Wes, every morning for the past week, you've spelled her name in your alphabet.
Somebody's got a girlfriend. Somebody's got a girlfriend. Somebody's got
Oh,
a
Lord.
girlfriend.
Please don't let him breed.
Hey, give me a break, will you? It's my first real date. Sort of.
Hey, Wes, want a little tip from the master? When you're bowling, if she happens to get a strike and she jumps up in the air,
Yeah?
don't say, I see London, I see France, I see Denise's underpants.
I'll keep that in mind. I better get going.
All right, knock him dead, Wes.
Hey. Wait a minute. You're not going anywhere, young man. We just got a call from Grandma Huffnagel.
How could you do it, Wes? Taking pictures of that sweet old lady buck naked in a therapy booth.
They're for a report on growing old in America.
Forget it, pal. You're grounded.
Oh, no, Dad. Any night but tonight.
Well, maybe next time you'll think before you pull a stunt like this.
Boy, I can't believe I got in trouble just for taking this.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Come on, Marsh. You're always begging me to take you to the theater.
Yeah, but why can't we see Phantom of the Opera or Les Miserables?
What are you going to see?
Raymond Burr in Dancing.
Hey, are you guys taking the Porsche?
Oh, honey. You know we're going to a bad part of town, so we're taking your father's car.
So, Mom, you think I can borrow your car? Me and Ange are going to the drive-in.
I don't think so.
Hey, remember, Belvedere, Wes doesn't leave this house.
Oh, don't worry. I've got some fresh alligators for the moat. I thought you'd been sent to your room.
Mr. Belvedere, it's Saturday night, my first co-ed bowling party, and I'm stuck here with you. Is that fair?
Not to me.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. You were young once, a long, long time ago. Couldn't you look the other way?
Wesley, I sympathize with your plight, but your father's put his foot down.
Great. Would you let me off the hook for a box of scooter pies?
Good night, Wesley. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
Pucker up, Denise. There's only a pane of glass between you and the man you love.
Someone made me drop my ducky.
Boy, you don't trust me at all, do you?
Of course I trust you to do exactly the opposite of what you are told. Now get to bed. I'm forever blowing a bubble, pretty bubbles in the air.
Wesley T. Owens is not whipped yet. Spot, I'm gonna need your help.
Wesley, I brought you a little surprise. Wesley, wouldn't you like some hot cocoa?
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere. I'm really tired, so I'm in bed already. I guess I'll see you in the morning.
Well, my little flea bag. Looks like Wesley didn't teach you to change the battery. The scoundrel hot-wiring my alarm system. I'll bring him back and turn him into soup. Keys, keys, keys. I shall have to take the silly Porsche. I haven't driven one of those since that wild night in London with Joan Collins. Now, which side of the road is it? The left-hand side or the right? Maybe I should call Joan.
Come on, honey. It wasn't that bad.
I wanted to see Raymond Burr dance, not his understudy.
Oh, no. I thought Rod Steiger was really good.
Well, let's Let's go to bed.
Oh, I'll be right up. I just want to go say goodnight to Wolfgang.
Who?
My Porsche.
Hi, Dad. How was the play?
Okay. How's it driving?
Oh, it got rained out, so we went to a bar and picked up sailors.
What?
Dad, I'm kidding. We hung out at Angela's.
She did it! She actually took the Porsche!
Hi, Mom.
Not now. I can't believe that girl. She knows how I love that car. I told her not to take it, but she did. And in the pouring rain, I tell you, when I get my hands on your daughter, I'm good. Heather, you didn't take my Porsche?
No.
Well, if you didn't, who did?
I tell you, Spotty, never trust a woman. Denise kissed up to me, hogged all my french fries, and then left with Pete Raffin.
Honey.
Wes? Champ?
Oh, hey, Dad. What time is it?
Better get up. We have to go to the hospital.
Mr. Belvedere's been in a car accident.
You heard anything?
Yeah, the cop said he skidded in the rain and wrapped the Porsche around a tree.
Oh, my God.
All I know is Mr. Belvedere's in critical condition.
Are you the Owens family?
How is he okay?
I know this is hard for all of you, but Mr. Belvedere suffered a closed injury to the head.
Oh, no, a closed injury. My God, a closed injury. What's a closed injury?
Closed means there's no serious fracture. However, he is in a coma. Now, it's possible he could make a full recovery.
Possible?
It's also possible he won't come out of it.
Ever?
I wish I had better news. Are you folks relatives?
He's our housekeeper. He's been with us forever. Well, not forever. It just seems like forever. I mean,
Doctor, can we see him now?
Yes, but just for a minute.
Thank you.
well, I guess we should go on in.
Come on, Wes.
I'm not going. I don't want to see him like that.
It's okay, honey. We understand. Morning. So, did you two get any sleep?
Us neither.
I just kept thinking of Mr. Belvedere lying there in that hospital.
Well, I don't get it. Where the hell was he going anyway?
I don't know.
How about you, honey? Did he tell you where he was going?
No, he, never said anything about that.
It's funny. I almost expect a big guy to walk in and ask us what we want for breakfast.
Good morning. Now, what would everybody like for breakfast?
I guess I'll whip up something.
That's a frightening notion. What's the matter with everyone? You look like someone died.
Not exactly.
Angela, what are you doing dressed up like the Good Witch of the North?
My name isn't Angela. It's Angel.
Of course, you're Angel and I'm Mr. Birdbath.
No. You're not Mr. Birdbath. Your name is Lynn. Dear, dear Lynn.
Heather, I'm afraid the squirrel's out of the cage again.
I'm afraid they can't hear you or see you.
Well, what's going on?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kev.
Did you check out the Porsche?
Yeah,
How does it look?
like it just went 10 rounds with Godzilla.
I just can't believe this happened to poor Mr. Belvedere.
Something happened to me?
His condition's the same.
My condition? What condition?
Well, he must have taken a hell of a bang on the head.
Bang on the head. Posh. Rain.
Is it coming back to you now?
Yes. Wesley, you snuck out. I took the porch to get you. That stupid pizza truck cut me off. They never go that fast when I order them.
Honey, what's wrong? I don't know. I just felt a blast of hot air. I don't feel too good.
Where am I?
Can't you guess?
If I'm with you, it's probably hell.
Actually, it's kind of a waiting room
Waiting for what?
to see if you come out of your coma.
I'm not in a coma. I feel fine.
I'm afraid you're quite ill. See?
Oh, my. Oh, I do look pale. And they say the camera adds 10 pounds.
Cigars, cigarettes, ding-dongs. Cigars, cigarettes, ding-dong.
Ding-dong. Thank you. I could learn to like this place.
I knew you'd come around.
Wait a minute, what am I saying? I don't want to die, especially not in Beaver Falls. I've been through the Blitz, frostbite, even cannibals. But I'll be damned if I'll be done in because Wesley disobeyed my orders. Sorry about the damned part.
Well, if you can prove your presence on Earth is essential to another life, you might get off on a technicality.
Of course I'm essential. You never saw the Owens before I got there. And I can't imagine what they'd be like if I were gone. Maybe I can.
Hey, close the door, will you? There's a draft.
So did you look for work today?
Why should I? You got 3 jobs.
I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
The fleet's in. I'm going to the dock.
Say hello to all the guys over at the tattoo parlor.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. We're home from prison.
Hey, champ.
10 years in solitary, and that's all I get? I hope you at least learned to trade this time. Sure did. In fact, I made something for you.
One old bag. He sure got you pegged, Mark.
Aren't you flattering yourself just a teensy-weensy bit?
Not at all. Now, if you'll just point me to the door.
Not so fast, dear Lynn. That was just your version. Now let's see what the Owens family is really doing.
Well, that must be your mom. Yeah, and she's driving a beat-up old bug.
Hey, what's with the car, Marsh?
Like it?
Well, what about the Porsche?
Oh, I sold it.
Huh?
Why?
Because it represented everything that was wrong with my life. Everything that was stupid and pointless. It's just, I stopped by the hospital today to see Mr. Belvedere. And I started talking to this poor family in the waiting room. They were having a problem with their medical insurance. They were desperate. They couldn't afford a lawyer. And I solved the problem. And then it hit me. I mean, why I've been studying law all those years. It was to help people. So I quit my dumb singing waitress job and got myself hired at Legal Aid.
That's great, Mark.
Congratulations.
So what are they paying you?
Oh, a little less than my tips at the diner.
Well, that's great. My wife becomes a lawyer and I end up losing money on the deal.
They don't even miss me.
Of course they do. They're simply getting on with their own lives while waiting for a decision on yours.
Am I still lying in that dreary hospital?
There you are. snuggy as a buggy in a ruggy.
Oh, look. There's the get well card. Get well, we can't make it without you. There, you see. My presence is essential.
It's signed Donut World.
Oh, piddly poop.
Take heart, dear, dear Lynn.
Just for once, couldn't you call me Mr. Boxer Shorts?
Hey, West, man.
Are you coming with us to see Mr. Belvedere?
No, I've got homework.
Don't you think he would like it if you were there with him?
I don't know.
Look, pal. I know this may be hard on you, but there might be something you want to say to Mr. Belvedere. Just in case.
Just in case what?
Well, I mean, there's a chance he might not make it.
I don't want to hear this.
Hey, Wes, you okay?
Just leave me alone, will you?
Wes, what's with you anyway? Why won't you ever go to the hospital?
I just don't want him, so get off my case.
No, you've been acting really weird ever since all this stuff happened.
So?
So I know you. There's something going on.
Ask him about his bowling game.
Hey, you went bowling that night, didn't you?
Huh?
You snuck out and Mr. Belvedere took Mom's car to look for you. Right?
All right, it's all my fault. Because of me, Mr. Belvedere wrapped the car around a tree, and now he's laying in the hospital in a coma.
Well, don't you think you should tell Mom and Dad?
Why? It's not going to help Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, it's up to you to do the decent thing. You would look awfully good on my record up there.
You're not a little kid anymore, Wes. It's about time you start taking responsibility for all the rotten stuff you do.
Forget it. Just leave me alone.
Apparently, I didn't change him that much after all.
Anything new?
We're still waiting to see the doctor.
What's that, Dad?
A box of ding-dongs, just in case the big guy wakes up.
Hey, Doc, what's going on?
Has been a change in his condition?
Yes, and I'm afraid it's not good. His blood pressure has dropped. This is just a non-scientific observation, but he doesn't seem to be fighting this thing as hard as he was. It's like he doesn't care anymore.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you came.
Don't be too sure.
What do you mean, pal?
I know where Mr. Belvedere was going when he had his accident.
Where?
To the bowling alley. To get me. I snuck out.
You what?
I'm sorry, everybody, and I know you all hate me, but I have to see Mr. Belvedere alone before you do whatever you're going to do to me. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Boy, I really screwed up this time. Usually I'd come to you and you'd call me an obnoxious twit and we'd both feel better. But not now. Can't believe you're just lying here like this. Because of me. Because you cared about me. If I told you this some other time, you'd probably laugh or make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
Wesley, you're standing on my tube.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
It's been a week since I officially rejoined the world of the living. My doctor has given me a clean bill of health and told me I may return to my daily routine with a vengeance. Wesley T. Owens, the party's over. Come in. Hello, dear.
Hi, look who I brought. How are you feeling, Mr. Brontosaurus?
Heavenly.
At 8, the Impossible Missions Force uses voodoo tactics to break up a Louisiana kidnap ring on Mission Impossible. Then a government sting operation falls apart on a man called Hawk.
Oops.
So you sure you're not mad at me? Look, I'm not mad at you, okay? Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Goldbladder. I'm so mad at her. She stole the topic that I picked out from my sociology report.
What was the topic?
Is intelligence learned or inherited?
In Angela's case, neither.
I couldn't believe it. I went up to Mr. Boyer after class to okay that topic, and Angela just sort of stood there and batted her eyelashes and said, "Gee, that sounds really interesting." And you know what? He gave it to her. You know why? Because she's blonde. Blondes always get everything they want.
That's rather a gross generality, don't you think?
Oh, yeah? Well, then how do you explain that klutzy Paula Carmelli making the pep squad? Or Sophia Abramowitz passing driver's ed after backing her car into the lunchroom?
Happy coincidence?
They're all blondes.
Well, if you really believe that theory, why don't you put it to the test?
Huh?
In the 60s, there was an important book called Black Like Me. The author disguised himself as a black man and wrote about his experience.
So you think I should bleach my hair and write a book called Blonde Like Me?
Well, I don't know if it would make a bestseller, but it would make a fine report.
You know, that's not such a geeky idea.
Hey, Wes, what you doing?
Making a list of chores. Mom and Dad want me to keep busy while they're gone for the weekend.
Oh, yeah? So what'd you come up with?
Well, I'm gonna clean up the closets. And run them out as makeout rooms.
Aren't you forgetting something? I'll be here all weekend.
We're leaving.
Oh, have a wonderful time.
We will. Just think. Tonight, George and I will be front row center as the curtain goes up on the new Odd Couple.
I hear the two chimps they've got are just wonderful.
Well, come on, Mark. Better hurry if we want to make the train.
Train? I thought we were flying.
Well, I figured we'd take the scenic route.
Through New Jersey at night?
They say that's the best time.
Yeah. Look, let's just go to the airport. I'm sure we can catch a flight.
Forget it. I'm not going.
George, what's wrong?
You want to know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I'm afraid to fly. There, you happy?
Oh.
Hey, I know what you're all thinking. I'm a big chicken, okay?
Hey, Dad, I don't get it. I mean, you used to fly all the time.
Yeah, I know. I used to close my eyes and pretend I was on a bus.
You know, honey, you're a lot safer in the air than you are on the road.
Yeah, and those airline pilots have a lot of experience, Dad. Some of them are even older than Mr. Belvedere.
Right, and it's amazing how those big planes that weigh tons and tons actually get up in the air. And stay up there, too.
Thank you, Sky King.
Well, hi there. My name's Kevin. I'm Heather's older brother. You know, the one in college.
You're disgusting.
Hey, look, I didn't know you dyed your hair. Looks pretty good. I mean, not that good.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Oh, my gosh. So, what do you think?
You're blonde.
Yeah?
But I'm supposed to be the blonde. I mean, it's like our identity. When you think of me, you think blonde. When you think of you, you think mud.
Mud?
Or whatever color your hair used to be.
It was tawny brown.
This is to get back at me for yesterday, isn't it?
No, not exactly.
Heather.
Well, since you did sort of steal my topic, I had to come up with something else. So I figured I'd test this theory that being blonde has certain advantages. Look, it's only temporary, just until I turn in my report.
Well, okay, as long as it's just for school. Okay. Still, you look like a bimbo.
Thanks.
Coffee, tea, or me?
Hey, Belvedere.
Working on your tan?
Nah, just looking at all those silver birds, knowing I'm never going to be on one.
George, what really scares you about flying? The takeoff, the landing?
Yeah, and everything in between.
You know what you have is a phobia, and every phobia can be conquered.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. I was hoping you'd ask me that. Are we having fun? I hate you. No, you don't. What you hate is loss of control.
I lost that the first time we went over the top.
You see, psychologically, the loss of control is at the root of your fear of flying.
Why aren't we moving?
Oh, we haven't stopped to let people off.
Don't give me that. We haven't moved in 15 minutes. We're stuck. Help!
George.
Mommy, that man's scaring me.
There, you proud of yourself?
So, which one of you guys wants to go first?
Are you crazy? I'm not getting on the ladder.
It might be a while before we get this thing fixed.
We'd prefer to stay.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you two make a real cute couple.
Do something, Belvedere. We're trapped.
Mommy, he's scaring me again.
Hey, shut up, kid.
Bless you.
Hi.
Heather? Look, I know you hate it, but I only did it for this project for school, and as soon as I finish, I'm going to change it back, so don't flip out, okay?
Actually, it's kind of nice.
It is?
Yeah. Now when people see us together, they'll think I'm a natural.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
So, how's the great experiment going?
It's pretty amazing. I got whistled at in study hall. I didn't have to open a door for myself all day, and the cafeteria man gave me 3 extra fish sticks.
Ah.
And the real mind blower is Tim Rogers actually said hello to me.
Oh, yeah? Well, he bumped into me on the stairwell. I bet any day he's going to ask me out. Hello? Oh, hi, Tim. Tim Rogers? Oh, he must have called me at my house and my mom told me I was over here. Tomorrow night? No, I don't have a date. Yeah, I'd love to. Great, I'll see you then. Okay, bye. I can't believe it. Neither can I. Well, Angela, it's not like he's your boyfriend or anything. No, I don't have a boyfriend or any other kind of a friend.
I'm on a bus. I'm on a bus. I'm on a bus.
Don't worry, George. I'm sure very soon we'll have our feet planted firmly on the ground. Why is that helicopter flying so low?
Hey, you two guys on the Ferris wheel.
Us?
Yeah, you. Grab the ladder.
What ladder?
Oh! I'm not getting on that thing!
You suit yourself, George, but I'm not spending the rest of my life up here. Hey!
Let go. Let go. Mayday.
Let go!
Mayday. Mayday.
Are you sure you don't want a bite?
Get away from me!
Where have you two been?
Belvedere got some bright idea that he could cure my fear of flying. So he got me up on a stupid Ferris wheel. It broke, and we were stuck up there all night.
Well, how did you get down?
They moved over this big slide and made us go down in burlap sacks.
Well, I was only trying to help.
Some help! I'll never fly again. And on top of that, I got a burlap burn.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, there's always plan B.
Hi, I'm home.
Hello, George.
Belvedere. Who are all these people?
Oh, these are the new members of your Fear of Flying class.
I don't belong to a fear of flying class.
You do now. This is Dr. Peterson, your instructor.
Hello there, George. I want to thank you for volunteering to host our first class.
Don't mention it.
Oh, smoking is restricted to the last 2 rows.
All right, let's get started. Everybody take a seat. Now, are there any comments or questions before we begin? Yes.
What do we do if we hear a strange noise? You know, like a wing falling off?
That happened to me once. I was coming back from a nudist convention in Detroit.
Just a moment. If this is going to be a scary story, I need to sit next to a strong, well-muscled man.
So, as I was saying, I was rehearsing my fan dance.
What was the noise? What was the noise?
A beef brisket falling off a tray up in first class.
What kind of cockamamie story is that?
Well, excuse me. And I hate your wallpaper.
Hey, I'm still scared. People, settle down now, settle down. I know what you're going through. I have been there myself. Huh.
You were afraid to fly?
Not only was I afraid to fly, I was afraid of flies. And dogs. And umbrellas. And any yellow fruit.
So how'd you beat it?
Through a process we call desensitization. We talk about the experience that frightened you and then expose you to it bit by bit. Eventually, nothing phases you. In fact, today I am totally fearless. Here, stick this pen through my arm.
Oh, come on, you're crazy.
Don't you ever call me that again. All right now. Who Who here hates their mother?
Oh, what beautiful roses. Boy, I sure never got these when I was a brunette. Except from that guy who worked in the funeral home.
How is your sociology report coming?
Oh, I turned that in a week ago.
I thought you were going to change your hair back when you were through.
What's the rush?
No rush. By the way, what does Angela think?
Why do you ask?
Well, I just haven't seen her around much lately. I thought maybe she was upset by all this.
Angela, we go so far back, nothing could break up our friendship. Here's all the stuff I've ever borrowed from you in my whole entire life. Nice knowing you. And incidentally, your roots are showing.
Where have you two been?
Oh, Marsh helped me with one of my assignments for the Fear of Flying class.
We parked at the end of the runway and watched the planes take off.
Did you see any?
All I know is the roar of the engines really made the earth move.
Well, you've missed dinner. And I prepared all George's favorites in honor of his graduation flight tomorrow.
Oh, meatloaf with ketchup, potato logs, and creamed corn.
Uh-huh.
Hey, thanks, big guy. I like it even better cold.
You would.
George, you really stuck it out in your class the past 2 weeks.
And in honor of your courage, I got you a little something.
Oh, wings.
Mm-hmm. So, are you all ready for your graduation flight tomorrow?
Ready? Are you kidding? You just watch me walk on that plane.
Oh, God, Belvedere! Honestly, George, you've had 2 weeks to prepare for this flight.
Welcome aboard. I'm Eva Schmidt, your flight attendant. Oh, we are nervous, aren't we?
I'm okay.
Why don't we have a seat? Everything's going to be fine.
Well, you heard her. That's it.
Hi, George.
I...
Want to share a blanket?
I think you'll be more comfortable over here.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Blodgett. We'll be leaving the gate in approximately 2 minutes.
Well, George, I think I have to go now. You sure you'll be all right?
Aces!
That's the spirit.
Don't go, big guy!
George, let go. Sit. Buckle up.
No! Maybe you should stay.
Perhaps I should. All right, George, you can let go. George!
Miss Schmidt, please secure the cabin.
Either of you guys have a cigarette? I just went through 8 packs in 12 minutes.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. We're moving.
We are moving!
Please. Dr. Peterson will not be joining us today.
What?
He had to have a pen removed from his arm.
How are we supposed to get through this without Dr. Peterson?
Oh, don't worry. You've got me now.
Oh.
So pay attention, dumbcuffs. This is for your safety. Now, the exits are clearly marked.
What if we lose power and the lights are out and it's pitch dark and we can't see them? Then what?
I had that happen to me once. I was on my way back from visiting my sister Ruth.
Sit down and buckle it up.
Sheesh.
Now, in the unlikely event of a water landing... I said unlikely. Your seat cushions will serve as your life vest. Leave them alone! Now, you'll find one of these in your seat back pockets in case you toss your cookies, which I'll be serving along with your favorite beverage. Now, are there any questions?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're all thinking of 1,000 things that could probably go wrong. But they probably won't. Trust me.
Nice going, sport. Here, Try your luck with the songbook.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's flight will last approximately 30 minutes as we circle Pittsburgh at 18,000 feet. Flight attendant, prepare for departure.
Well, George, how does it feel to have come this far?
Funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula. Diablo, funiculi, funicula. Feeling any better?
Hey, big guy, this wasn't so bad after all.
You see, there's nothing to be afraid of up here.
George, you have a lovely voice.
Well, almost nothing.
You know, strangers in the night.
All the fight for the landing gear to get stuck. We'll try and crank them down manually, but... Oh, hi there. Having a nice flight?
That depends. Crank what down manually?
The windows? Yeah, that's it. I think I'll go serve some drinks. On the house.
Oh, it's really no big deal. It's just the wheels won't come down.
What?
Oh, don't worry. Wheels do this kind of thing every now and then.
What happens if the wheels don't come down before we land?
Oh, I've already alerted the airport. They'll foam the runway and we'll bring her in on a belly.
On her belly?
Yeah, like a giant slip and slide. Good having someone like you aboard at a time like this. You seem to have a way with these people. Uh-oh.
Hey, Lynn, how's about another song?
Not unless it's nearer my God to thee.
So anyway, it's a 3-2 count and the hammer's hitting. He gets a curveball and knocks it from here to Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, you know. Heaven, stuffing. Hey, what's the matter, big guy? Are you okay?
I'm fine. George, have I ever told you I consider you one of my best friends?
What?
George Owens, you are a good and decent man.
You ain't been nipping at those little bottles, have you?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Blodgett. Please return to your seats and buckle up in preparation for landing.
We're going in, big guy.
I saw a mouse.
Morning.
My goodness, what happened to Blondie?
Just wasn't me. After a while, I figured, what's the point? I am what I am, and that's all that I am.
Mm-hmm. You and Popeye. Actually, the real you is very nice indeed.
Thanks. I sure hope Angela still thinks so. I'm going over there now to tell her that friendship is more important than hair color. Oh, my gosh! Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather's experiment in blondness has taught her that being blonde is not the be-all and end-all of existence. As for George, he and Mrs. Owens are winging their way to New York. George made a spectacular recovery from his fear of flying and graduated from his class with honors. Yes?
Come on, Chicken Little. The class is waiting.
I only hope I can do as well.
any midget wrestling.
Oh, come on. Can't we watch something good?
Oh, none of your slasher movies. I just ate.
You know, we finally get a chance to spend some quality time as a family, and all we do is fight about TV.
You know, Mom's right. Let's play Monopoly.
Nah, Wes always gets the top hat.
Well, let's spend our time relating. We can talk about our hopes and dreams and aspirations.
I hate that.
George, is there anything you do like?
Well, since they turned my country club into a bird sanctuary, I've been looking for a good poker game. What do you say?
What channel is midget wrestling?
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
How's life treating you?
Not so hot. I have to take this stupid humanities requirement, and the only course left open is India, the subcontinent, 1830 to the present.
But Kevin, India is such a fascinating culture. I should know. I live there.
Oh, yeah? Well, if it's so fascinating, what are you doing in Beaver Falls?
Do you realize how much our language owes to India? While wearing my calico pajamas, I stepped onto the veranda of my bungalow to watch the sun setting over the jungle.
What'd you do then? Make a pass at an elephant?
So, you heard anything about this Dr. Nahub?
Oh, yeah. They call him the Terror in the Turban.
Great.
My roommate took his class. Right before the midterm, she had a nervous breakdown, and now she's a Moonie.
That's not Dr. Nahub.
Not unless he had a sex change.
I'm Professor Anne Mary Burns. Dr. Nahub won't be returning this semester. While on vacation near Calcutta, he was involved in a minor bus plunge. So, for the next 5 months, I guess you're stuck with me.
All right. I mean, I love India. While wearing my calico pajamas, I walked to the veranda of my bungalow to watch the sunset over the jungle.
Okay, now if 3 of a kind beat 2 pair, what do 3 pair beat?
You can't have 3 pairs, you dummy. You only get 5 cards.
Hey, Wes, give me a break. I've never played this before. Except a long time ago when I played strip poker with Billy Hudson. I won.
Okay, let's make this more interesting. Deuces, red sevens, and one-eyed jacks are wild, and if you get the joker, you win a cupcake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only a woman would play that way, Marsh. This is a man's game. You gotta learn to play like a man.
Fine, I'll scratch my stomach and belch.
Oh, okay. Who wants cards? Kitten?
I don't care.
He wants to know how many.
It's none of his business.
He's the dealer. You have to tell him.
Hey, will you guys knock it off?
Okay, I'll take 3.
That's more like it. Look, the important thing is we're a family, and we should be glad to have this time together.
I got 4 aces! What? I got 4 aces!
I'm out of here.
Tomorrow, we'll cover the role of the goddess in Indian tradition. All right, I've graded your papers, and you can pick them up from Giselle on the way out. Mr. Owens, are you all right?
Huh?
Don't you want to pick up your paper?
What paper?
The one you got an A on.
I did?
Yes. Your essay demonstrated solid research, originality, and a genuine concern for the hungry of India.
Yeah, well, speaking of being hungry, are you doing anything for lunch?
What?
Or maybe dinner.
Mr. Owens, are you asking me out?
Well, yeah, I thought maybe we could talk about hunger over dinner.
Well, I suppose if it's an academic discussion, dinner wouldn't hurt. We could be mature about this.
Of course we can. I'll see you tonight.
You guys realize we've been at this for 3 hours?
Come on, George, we're just getting warmed up.
Okay, Heather, I'll see your 5 toothpicks and raise you a bottle cap.
And I will see your bottle cap and raise you a turkey baster.
I have a question. What's it called when you have 5 cards in a row, all in the same suit?
A straight flush. That does me in.
Me too.
Wow, and all I have is a pair of 4s.
Well, what about the straight flush?
Well, how am I going to learn if I don't ask questions?
I like this place, Kevin. It reminds me of a little cafe in New Delhi. Have you been here before?
Oh, sure. I come here all the time.
Oh, then what do you recommend? Kiratama, sabji moli?
The number 1 looks good. Hey there, Sahib. Listen, can we get some silverware, please?
If you'd like.
Well, sure we'd like. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Eat with our hand? We are?
Don't worry, sir. A towel will be provided. A beach towel if you need it.
I adore Indian bread and chutney. You can really taste the ginger root. Hey, easy, Kevin. It's quite spicy.
Hey, you're talking to the chili dog king of Beaver Falls. So, how long did you live in India anyway?
Most of my life. My parents moved there from England when my father got a position at the university. I was only 6. I remember what a wondrous sight it was. The ladies in their colorful saris, the exotic music, the mystical ceremonies, the smell of incense. Kevin!
I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm not choking! I'm on fire!
I don't think the chutney agreed with him.
Chutney? Oh, Kevin, this is full of red pepper. Quick, get some coconut milk. I'll also need some bundi raita and some chana burfi. Here, drink this. Slowly, there's a good lad. I'm Mr. Belvedere, his housekeeper.
Anne Burns, his professor.
Here, try these. They'll help neutralize the spice.
Miss Belvedere, where'd you come from?
I always eat here on Sabu's birthday. Feeling better?
Yeah, I think so. Look, Anne, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go suck some ice.
Charming lad, isn't he?
He's certainly animated.
I haven't seen such a reaction since Nehru and I faced off in a Vindaloo eating contest. His face turned beet red, and I could swear that steam came out of his ears.
You ate Vindaloo with Nehru?
We hung out together at Mohandas.
Mohandas? As in Mohandas Gandhi?
I was his housekeeper. That was a busy time. That was before wash and wear sheets.
I did my doctoral dissertation on Gandhi at Oxford.
Oh, really? I was at Oxford, too.
It really is a small world.
Well, I'm back. Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, don't mention it. Oh, well, I'll leave you two alone. It's been a pleasure.
What an interesting man.
Oh, yeah, he's okay. So, this Vindaloo looks good.
Full house. Read 'em and weep.
Hey, big guy. Want to join in?
Thanks. I have a life.
Hey, everybody, look what I bought. Real poker chips.
All right. Now we can play for real money. The reds are worth $5, the whites are 10, and the blues are 25. Oh, boy.
Kids, I don't think we should play for those kinds of stakes.
But I'm tired of playing for toothpicks and cookies. I want to play for something that means something.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's play for the family vacation.
What are you talking about?
Well, every year we all want to go to different places. We argue and end up doing what Dad wants.
And what's wrong with that cabin up on Lake Kitchikou?
It's 10 feet from the highway. And there's no John.
And we all have to sleep in the same bed.
Okay, this year we won't take Belvedere.
Not good enough. Boys, you are taking me to the Bahamas. Deal, Buster.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere.
Come in.
Listen, I wanted to thank you for helping me out last night. You know, Ann thought you were a real hero. In fact, she couldn't stop talking about you.
I am a conversation piece.
And you're classy. And frankly, having a housekeeper like you only makes me look more sophisticated and debonair.
Yes, like living with Fred Astaire.
Well, anyway, it's really nice to know you're always there for me.
I have only your best interests at heart.
Hello, Lynn. Ready for the opera?
Yes. So a reporter said to Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi, what do you think of Western civilization? And Gandhi said, I think it's a good idea.
It amazes me that a man of such great cause had such a great sense of humor.
Oh, I used to write some of his best jokes. Would you care to come in?
Well, for a moment. I really have had a lovely time, Lynn.
Well, you've been such a lovely companion. May I offer you a nightcap?
Oh, I don't think so. I do have to drive.
Oh, I didn't mean alcohol. I was going to offer you a cup of tea.
I don't know. It is getting rather late.
And I have some ho-hos to go with it.
Now you're talking.
So, have a nice time?
Kevin, are you all right?
Oh, sure. I do this stuff all the time. So, how was the opera?
My, Kevin, I didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I didn't expect to see Ann here either.
I really have to be leaving. I'll see you in class tomorrow, Kevin.
Sure.
Well, thanks again, Lynn.
Achapir melengue.
Achapir melengue.
What was that all about?
Achapir melengue? Oh, it's simply Hindi for see you later, alligator.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, come now, Kevin, don't give me that look. We were just two alumni out for an evening. You were the one that was spying on me.
Me? Spying? I wasn't spying. What do I have to spy about?
Exactly. Anne had a free ticket to the opera, and I had a free evening.
All right. As long as you understand, you were just a fill-in, a second choice, a poor substitute.
Oh, I understand. But I'm not sure that Anne would agree.
As you can see, Indian movies tend to musicalize their subjects. This is from the Indian remake of The Nutty Professor. Well, until tomorrow, Acha Pir Velenge. Kevin, is everything all right?
Sure. I mean, no. I'm just a little confused about your date last night with Mr. Belvedere.
It wasn't a date. We just had dinner and saw an opera.
In America, we call that a date. Besides, I thought you and me had something going.
And I thought we'd agreed it was just going to be an academic discussion over dinner.
Okay, how about if we do something just for fun? We can go see an Indian movie like Passage to India or Indiana Jones.
In Britain, we call that a date.
Works for me. I'll pick you up at 7.
Call. Aces up 7s.
3 ladies.
Drew the deuce to the low end, straight tough cookies.
Wesley, you shizzler, you have that deuce up your sleeve.
Stop whining, bluff breath.
Hey, what's going on? I thought the game was over.
Not now, George.
But Wes won. I mean, he's making us take a 2-week tour of federal prisons.
Right. Now we're playing for the station wagon.
Yeah, I already bagged the VCR.
Well, don't you guys want to go to the zoo or something? I mean, get out of the house.
Boring. Your deal's slick and keep both hands on the table.
George, don't stand there like a schmo or you win her out.
Listen, I'm sorry again about old Calcutta. I really did think it was about India.
That's okay. It was very revealing. Anyway, it's nice for a change not to talk about India.
Well, this is it.
My, what interesting decor.
Yeah, authentic early American garage sale. Well, this is my gumball machine, and these are my drums. This is my spiral staircase. This is Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin. Since you just finished dinner, I thought you might need a clean shirt. Hello, Anne.
Lynn?
You really didn't have to do this, and I mean it.
Perhaps I should go.
Oh, no, don't go. I made you, Kevin, a little snack. Some bundi laddu.
Bundi laddu?
Bundi laddu?
Yes, delicious almond and raisin puffs.
I'm allergic to raisins, and you knew that.
Excuse me. This is all a little strange. I'll see you in class tomorrow, Kevin. You too, Lynn.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Anne has asked me to lecture your class on my life in India. Didn't I tell you?
I guess you were too busy making bundi laddu. Come on, Ann. I'll walk you to your car.
Well, what am I going to do with all this?
Guess.
Well, class, today we have a special guest.
Snore.
Lynn Belvedere has lived Indian history. As a young man, he was confidant to Gandhi and Nehru.
Yeah, he told Nehru his jackets would be a big hit.
With no further ado, I hope, I give you Lynn Belvedere.
Thank you, Professor Burns. I'd like to begin by relating a famous Indian fable about a mongoose and a python.
Ugh.
So when India declared independence from Britain, it was the beginning of a new era of democracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. I'd now like to open the session to questions. Anyone?
Yes.
What was the major reason the subcontinent divided into India and Pakistan?
Well, religious hostilities made it necessary to divide the country to prevent further civil disturbances.
Do you have something to add, Mr. Owens?
Yeah. You say you were Gandhi's housekeeper. Well, why was he always fasting?
It was his way.
Sure it wasn't your cooking?
Well, looks like our time is up.
Just when it was getting good.
Thank you, Mr. Owens and Mr. Belvedere, for your uplifting debate. Well, I trust you two are proud of yourselves. I want you to stop acting like little children.
He started it.
I certainly did not.
Did too?
I guess this is as much my fault as anybody's. I suppose it was just a matter of time before this happened.
Huh?
And the only solution is that I won't see you.
Oh?
Lynn, I think you're brilliant, wise, and every bit a gentleman. And I'll always treasure the time we spent together. Kevin, you're young and vigorous and adorable. And I will see you again.
Great.
In class as a student. Acha Pierre Melenge.
Thank you.
Is this tea taken?
No. I had reservations with a lady, but I fear she had greater reservations about me.
Mind if I join you?
Why not? Kevin, it was foolish of me not to have taken your feelings into consideration in this matter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about the way I've been acting. Women kind of make me crazy.
Well, at least we had something in common for a while. How frightening.
Well, why don't you let me buy you dinner?
Oh, it's you. What can I serve you, sir?
What do you recommend?
How about a burger and fries?
Sure off.
Shoot, Alfoldo.
Diamond-studded flush jack high. Yes, come to mama.
Hey, I got out of work early. Deal me in.
No, hi, Marsh.
George?
those people?
Zeke and Fingers.
Fingers?
Hey, nice looking broad.
Hey, can she make me a sandwich?
What?
Okay, suckers, name your poison.
Anaconda.
Spit in the ocean.
Chicago, high spade in the hall.
Sounds good, sister.
Right.
George, I don't like this. This is my living room.
Oh, it makes a better poker parlor. And guys like these are always looking for a place that won't get raided.
What about the kids?
Oh, don't worry. The kids love Zeke and Fingers.
Hey, I'm going to get a brewski. And what about you kids?
Oh, sure. And one for the bag.
All right. Hey, you look at my cards, you're going to sleep with the fishes, capiche?
Hey, you, freeze. I want you and this Zeke person out of my house now.
Hey, you don't get excited. It's just a friendly game.
Oh, the hell it is. Out.
Hey, what about my sandwich?
Out. Out. Out.
Hey, I had a full boat.
Yeah, we'll sail it into the sunset.
What about a pickle?
George, what in the world got into you?
Well, what in the world got into you? I start a friendly little family game, and the next thing you know, I'm living with the Cincinnati kid and her kittens.
You set this all up, didn't you?
Well...
You thought we were going too far, so you did this just to make a point.
Well, now you spoiled all of our fun.
Yeah, and I didn't even need Belvedere to do it.
Pretty sneaky, Dad. I'm impressed.
Come on, kids, let's clean this up.
This is the Vice Squad. We got your house surrounded. Come on, put your hands up.
You're a little late, big guy. But nice try.
Thank you, George. Incidentally, 2 men in bad suits are stealing your car.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
The Owens' foray into family gamesmanship has left them exhausted, and they've happily retreated to the security of television. My competition with Kevin proved just as disastrous as one could have predicted. I'm not going to prolong the point, but I'm sure Anne liked me better. Perhaps we'll meet in the next life, and I'll find out.
If there's any justice, Kevin will come back as a duck.
Come on, Heather, hurry up.
What are you doing in there?
Putting on a new face.
It's about time she got rid of the old one.
I've heard that.
Listen, I've been thinking. With the start of the new decade, we should all do more about social problems, like poverty.
Oh, that's a very nice thought, honey. What do you think we should do?
How about raising my allowance?
Getting a job, pal. You know, when I was your age...
I know. You walked through 8 feet of snow to deliver papers for 2 cents a week, and you gave that to your poor old mother.
Yeah, you laugh, but that's what made me what I am today.
A guy waiting in line to use his own bathroom?
Morning, big guy.
Greetings, pilgrims.
What's going on?
This is Thanksgiving dinner.
And I'm Miles Standish. Welcome, Pocahontas, to our feast.
It isn't Thanksgiving, it's breakfast.
What's the matter with you, anyway? What's with the turkey?
Oh, I'm sorry, George. I must have been thinking of you.
Hey, Luann.
What are you doing here? Mr. Belvedere sent you on a donut run?
No, actually, I'm looking for a part-time job. Do you need any help?
Oh, that depends. What skills do you have besides making license plates?
Yeah, I'm a fast learner, and I'll work real hard, I promise.
Hey, Luann, do the community a favor and keep that boy off the street.
Well, I suppose if it's a public service, you can.
Great. I'll work the cash register.
Not in my lifetime. No, that's Sheila's job.
Who? Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Kevin. How are you?
Okay, I guess. It's just I can't think of a project for my abnormal psychology class.
Why don't you dissect Wesley's brain?
Come on, don't you have any good suggestions?
Kevin, you've got to be more of a self-starter. You've got to show some initiative. You've got to... Down in the Mary in an itty-bitty poo, fancy itty-bitty and a mama fitty too.
Mr. Belvedere, why are you singing Three Itty Fitties?
What are you talking about?
Hey, Belvedere.
Boop, boop, did-em, dot-em, what-em, choo. I must find my journal entry of exactly 7 years ago. Oh, no! Today I was afflicted by the dreaded Stonehenge curse, a disease so rare there's not even a telethon for it. Ahmed, fetch me my camel. I have a desert to conquer.
I'm John Silver.
I'm Little Miss Muffet.
Will you marry me?
No, I don't want a crumb in my bed.
What are you two doing now?
Oh, it was my idea. See, if we entertain the customers, they'll stay longer and eat more.
Mm-hmm. You've been goofing off for 3 days. Now get to work.
My mom never wants me to have any fun.
All moms are like that. I think they sign a pledge. You just have to work around it.
How?
Well, come over to my house tonight. We'll say we're doing homework.
Okay, I'll tell you you're helping me with my French.
Bien sûr, mademoiselle.
Merci beaucoup.
Gee, and it won't even be a lie.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Belvedere. You're not going to start singing or anything, are you?
I know I have been acting oddly, and I think you're entitled to an explanation.
Full moon?
Oh! Actually, you're rather close, George. It's the Stonehenge curse. Every 7 years, the natives of the town of my birth go bonkers.
What do you mean?
A mysterious energy flows through me. 1 minute I'm me, the next minute I'm someone else.
Gee, just like Shirley MacLaine.
It's the dispensation of the Druids, the kookiness of the Celts, the magical, maniacal, mischievous Merlin himself.
This is all about a raise, isn't it?
There's only one cure. I have to go to England and spin 2 times under a Stonehenge monument while the Druids chant.
Well, big guy, just how dumb do you think we are?
Somewhere between jackals and chimpanzees.
Well, I'm sorry. We just can't spare you now.
Yeah, you're just going to have to ride this thing out here.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Hey, this is great. I just found my subject for my abnormal psych class. I might even get a B.
Hi, Sheila. You look nice.
So do you.
Everyone, this is Sheila, Luann's daughter. Sheila, this is my mom, my dad, and my alleged sister, Heather.
Nice to meet you all.
Anyway, we're going to be singing very much.
I think it would be more appropriate for you to study in the kitchen.
Yeah, that way if you get the urge, you can nibble on something.
Right. Come on, Sheila. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Say un patat?
No, patat is how they say potato in Canada. In France, they call it a pomme de terre.
Are you sure?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, have you ever been to France?
Has the Emperor Napoleon ever been to France? I am France.
Allons, enfants de la patrie, le jeu du roi est arrivé.
Go, baby, go!
Where is my empress? I must see Josephine.
She's upstairs cleaning a job.
Come, Jacques. We must gather the troops and liberate her from her porcelain prison.
Oui, oui.
Allons!
Gee, Mr. Belvedere's really insane, isn't he?
Yeah. Your turn.
Hi, Luann. Come on in. Is my Sheila still here?
Yeah, she and Wes are out in the kitchen doing homework.
She was supposed to be home a half an hour ago.
Oh, well, they probably got wrapped up in their studies.
Well, I think it's time that we unwrap them.
What?
They've been spending an awful lot of time together.
Oh, come on, Luann. They're just friends.
Anyway, Wes, your mom and I can see that you really like Sheila. And your mom thought you and I should have a little talk.
Is this because Sheila's black?
No, it's because she's a girl. And when boys and girls get together, stuff can happen.
Like what kind of stuff?
Guy stuff. I know you have urges because you have all that tetrazzini.
Tetrazzini?
Yeah, male hormones.
Dad, that's testosterone.
Right. And it's because of stuff like that that guys want to do other stuff. And if they don't do the right stuff, girl stuff can happen. Do I make myself clear?
Isabel. Thanks, Dad.
Sure, kid. And I want you to know you can come to me with anything, anytime.
Great. Maybe next time we can talk about sex.
He's doing it. He's changing.
Hey, wait, let me zoom in.
Shoot!
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. When are you going to do something crazy?
I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Hey, you seen Josephine lately?
How about those pilgrims?
Really, I think this is quite enough.
Come on, I need you to go bonkers.
Maybe I'm not going to. Maybe I'm cured.
But you haven't danced around Stonehenge.
Well, I've been taking a lot of vitamin C.
Boy, is he grouchy.
Yeah, looks like he's back to normal.
If I hurry, I can head them off at the pious.
Hey, Sheila.
Wesley, you know we're not supposed to be talking.
You mean because of last night?
You got that right. I got a 2-hour lecture about the facts of life.
My dad had a talk with me, too. It was either about sex or Italian food.
Just what are you two doing?
Nothing.
Well, you better stop it. Now, where are those donuts I asked you to frost?
Right here.
What is this?
I was trying a new idea for Valentine's Day.
Uh-huh. And what does WS stand for?
William Shakespeare. Well, see, he wrote a lot of Valentines.
It wouldn't happen to stand for Wesley and Sheila, would it?
So what if it does? What's the big deal?
Wesley!
I'm tired of being treated like criminals just because we like each other.
You're not a criminal, Wesley. You're just unemployed.
Huh?
It's gotten so I can't turn my back without you two carrying on.
But all the customers like Wesley.
I'll give you an extra week's pay. Now get going.
Okay. But you haven't seen the last of Wesley T. Owens.
Hi.
Hey.
How's Mr. Belvedere doing?
Great.
Oh, then he's feeling better?
No, he's crazier than a bedbug.
Yeah, today he thought he was Toto.
The little dog from The Wizard of Oz?
We caught him trying to jump into a picnic basket.
You're home early.
Gwen fired me.
How come?
She's trying to keep me away from Sheila, as if she could stand between me and my one true love.
Look, honey, you are a little young to be so serious about a girl.
Yeah, pal. I didn't start going steady till I was 29.
And if this upsets Luann so much, well, maybe you just shouldn't see Sheila for a little while.
I can't believe this. You guys don't know anything about love.
Wes, how can you say that?
Because you're married.
He's got a point.
I'll talk to Mr. Belvedere. He'll understand. Where is he?
On the patio. Just follow the yellow brick road.
This is so unfair. All Sheila and I want is to be together.
You know, in my business, I have to deal with many young couples like Sheila and yourself.
Huh?
And whether you buy from me or another salesman, I hope you'll take one piece of advice to heart.
What's that?
Whole life insurance.
What are you talking about?
I know term is cheaper, but whole is an investment in your future. Let me show you some actuarial figures.
Maybe some other time.
Perhaps you're right. I have some customers I must visit. Let me leave these with you, and I'll be in touch.
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Bob. Bob Smith.
Finally, we're alone.
I just know my mom's gonna walk in here any second.
Trust me, this is the last place she'd look for you.
What do we do now?
How about this?
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Don't you want to talk?
About what?
I don't know. Our lives, our dreams.
Well, last night I had a dream that I was in English class and Mrs. Bunger was diagramming sentences naked.
Somebody's coming. Hide. Follow me.
See? Piece of cake.
Wes, this isn't turning out the way I thought it would.
Oh, come on. Doesn't the danger make you feel alive?
Actually, it makes me feel nauseous.
What's the matter?
I don't know. This isn't romantic anymore. It's just scary.
Yeah, maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
You think we just did this to get back at our parents?
Among other things. Well, at least we'll always have Paris.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Humphrey Bogart said it's Ingrid Bergman in a movie.
Then what happened?
This. Come on, I'll take you home.
So Sheila and I are going someplace you'll never find us. I hope you're satisfied. P.S. Please tell Mr. Belvedere I went with Mutual of Altoona.
What the hell does that mean?
Who cares? Your son dragged off my daughter.
Hey, don't blame Wes. You drove them to it by saying they couldn't see each other anymore.
I was just trying to keep my daughter away from that monster.
Don't call my son a monster. Besides, it takes two to tango.
What kind of nut house is this?
Hey, guys.
Wes!
Sheila, get away from that boy.
Young man, where have you been?
Yeah, let's have it, Wes.
Okay, fine. We went to the Beaver Falls Motel.
What? I told you that child was a monster.
He is not. He's kidding. Mom, we ran away to Donut World. Then we realized that was dumb and we came home.
Sheila and I like each other, but we're not doing all the things you think we're doing.
You're not?
No.
She wouldn't let me.
Wesley's a gentleman. And I'm my mother's daughter.
Well, maybe I did overreact a little. Maybe I'm just afraid my little girl is growing up. I'm sorry, honey.
Mom,
What, baby?
can Wesley have his job back?
Well, I guess so.
Thanks. Can I have a raise?
Don't push it. I'm sorry I call Wesley a monster.
That's okay. He's used to it.
Night, Sheila.
Good night, Wesley. Sweet dreams.
Good night.
Look, Wes, I know you were upset, but you had no right to scare us like that.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it.
Why?
It was my tetrazzini.
I'll explain it to you later, Marsh.
Why? It looks just like Stonehenge.
We had to do something to get you back to normal. And there are druids in the forest, too.
There are.
Oh, druids!
Can we hurry this up? I'm being followed by Blitz.
So go ahead. You're supposed to spin twice under the monument.
Yes, that's true, but what about the Druid song?
No problem. I picked up the sheet music at the mall.
Yes, it's a new store called Druids and Things.
Okay, big guy. Start spinning. Okay, big guy?
What do you mean, okay, big guy? Why are you all dressed like that? And what are these boulders doing here? Why are you all staring at me like a bunch of sheep?
It's good to have him back, isn't it?
Wesley and Sheila continued to see each other. They even went to a drive-in movie. Of course, Luann was sitting in the back seat with me. At least she bought a dozen donuts. I was quite touched that the Owens went to such lengths to lift my Stonehenge curse. Using those phony monuments, they deceived the powers that be and triumphed over an age-old affliction.
Or not.
Come on, Marsh. It's after midnight. You gotta get some sleep.
I can't. I guess I'm worried about going to prison tomorrow.
It's not like they're locking you up.
I know. It's just that this is all so new. I mean, up till now, all of my legal work has been wills and divorces and defending Wesley from the neighbors.
Who is this jailbird anyway?
Sharon Witt. I've never met her, but she's been convicted of armed robbery, grand theft, and felonious assault.
Oh, I think I voted for her.
George. Come in.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, I heard you pacing for several hours. May I bring you some hot milk?
Oh, no, thank you. I can get my own hot milk.
Then may I get you a cookbook?
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Owens.
Hey, come on, Marsh. You're not gonna do anyone any good if you're dead on your feet.
Yeah, I guess you're right, George.
Sweetie pie? You sleepy? Marsh?
You're the third lawyer they assigned to this wacko. But maybe you'll stick. I got a feeling she's gonna like you.
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll see. You got half an hour. Holler if she tries to cut you. I know how to reason with these broads.
Hello, I'm Marcia Owens, your court-appointed attorney.
Yeah? Well, I'm Sharon Witt, your court-appointed psycho.
Oh, well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
The judge says 10 years. And... Hey, what are you gawking at?
I just can't get over how much we look alike.
Well, we ain't exactly the same. I bet you ain't got the Queen of Hell tattooed on your butt.
Can we get on with your statement?
When I think about all the things I've been missing, it just makes me want to cry.
I'm gonna get you out of here, Sharon.
Yeah, I got a feeling you just might. Smoke?
No thanks.
Oops.
Oh, I'll get him.
What? How did I get... Ooh.
Oh. Okay, you dames can bunk with Sleeping Beauty. Hey, Whit, you got company.
Am I glad you're back? Something terrible has happened.
Tell me about it. The latrine backed up in cell block D. Meet your new roommates.
No, you don't understand. I'm not Sharon Witt. I'm Marcia Owens.
And I'm Sigourney Weaver.
No, Sharon hit me. She knocked me out and she stole everything. Even my suede boots.
Nice try, Whit.
No, I'm telling you, I don't belong here. Oh, no, I wouldn't try to con you. I'm a lawyer. Oh, yeah, Vic, man, this is the perfect setup. Yeah. I'm going to hang out till I find out where these rubes keep their loot and then... Well, of course I can make them trust me. Trust me. Ooh, I gotta go. Someone's coming.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, thanks. Here's some of the tools I'm gonna need.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna help repair the garage. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, right. The repairman.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a sandwich.
Well, I'm gonna grab a little something myself.
Oh! Well, I think you're getting a little bony down there, Sonny. I think you should be eating more.
Sonny?
Don't you get tired of me calling you by your usual name?
I like Kevin.
Well, Kevin it is, Kevin.
Yeah, well, listen, Dad's gonna be home any minute, so just tell him I'm upstairs.
Oh, was that Kevin I saw drive up?
Oh, hiya, big boy.
Mrs. Owens!
Happy birthday. Kevin, Wesley, Heather, that guy in the big sweater, whoever he is. Oh, and that must be the husband. Yuck.
Here is your mail, Mrs. Owens.
Oh, thank you, sport.
Are you feeling all right, Mrs. Owens? You seem a little distracted.
Yes. Well, when you were cleaning my room, did you by chance misplace my jewelry box?
Mrs. Owens, you know I steer clear of your personals. I'm sure that your jewelry is safe and sound.
Swell. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, you're an our lady.
I had detention.
Yeah? I mean, shame. Mr. Belvedere, I would like to be alone with Wesley.
You're a brave soul.
Wesley, come sit down.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, I'm sure you had a reason. Here, buy yourself a beer.
Gee, Mom, this isn't like you.
Well, I want you and me to be pals.
But you're my mother.
And a proud mother I am to have such a clever little tyke. Kitschy-coo, kid.
Yeah, well, thanks, Mom.
I'm gonna grind you into mulch.
Yeah? I'm gonna stomp you into sludge.
Oh, gotcha. It's 3 packs of cigarettes you owe me, sister.
The hell I do. You moved your elbow.
You wanna make something out of it?
I got a better idea. Let's play blackjack.
No way. Gambling is illegal.
What are they gonna do, kick us out of here? How about you, Blondie? Up for a game?
No, thanks.
Ah, come on. Look, no weapons.
What about her?
Old Lady Haverford? Nah. She don't associate with us. Common criminals.
That's Doris Haverford, the restaurant heiress who chopped her husband up into little bits and scattered him in the park? I thought they dropped the murder charges.
Yeah, but they got her for littering.
Gee, she's famous.
Hey, I'm kind of famous myself.
Yeah?
Oh, sure. I spent most of my career serving major government officials.
Yeah, at an hourly rate.
I see. And Greta, what are you in for?
5 to 10. This cop was manhandling me, and I slapped him in the face.
And they gave you 5 to 10 for that?
Well, she was setting fire to a factory at the time.
Okay, you warthogs, exercise period.
You know, this is outrageous. You're holding an innocent woman while a dangerous criminal is on the loose doing God knows what.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Oh, it's you.
Brought you some flowers.
Well, thank you, my husband. I'll go put them in water.
Oh, no, here. Let Belvedere do that. Hey, when's the last time I brought you flowers?
Knowing you, George, after you attended your last funeral.
George.
Yeah. Come here, baby. Well, I got reservations for McSwarley's. Gourmet dinner, slow dancing.
Oh, no, I'm not hungry and my knees hurt.
I love it when you play hard to get.
I am Marcia Owens. Why won't you believe me?
Get off it. Anyone who returns kickoffs like you ain't no sissy housewife.
I am a lawyer, and I also happen to jog a lot.
Boy, what a game. We really mauled them.
Reminds me when I was with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh, is that some prison gang?
No, the Atlanta Falcons. I was their place kicker.
They let a woman play?
Nope.
Well, then how could you? I mean, unless you were...
You got it.
You were a man?
You want to see my scars?
Get out of here!
Mom. Yeah? Some friends and I wanted to go to the video arcade after school. Is that okay?
Sure. Just be back before the bars close.
Morning, Marsh. How's your headache?
Well, gotta go.
Mom, the garage is that way.
Well, I know that, Walter. Wesley, I gotta get some things from my room. Toodaloo.
Am I crazy or is your mom acting a little strange?
Yes, on both counts.
Hey, maybe she's not Mom at all.
Wesley, what are you talking about?
Maybe she's a pod person. Maybe some alien snatched her body and replaced her with a replica.
Too bad. They got the wrong Owens.
Yeah, Vic, I found found all the passbooks and the keys, but the bank won't let me make any withdrawals unless it's co-signed by George Owens. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just hang out one more night. Maybe I can sweet talk him into something. Eh? Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number.
You've been getting a lot of things wrong lately.
I'm just so overworked. Mr. Belvedere, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, make my day.
I've been thinking about buying one of those new big screen TVs, but I have to coax the money out of George. Now, what do you think is the best way to soften him up?
With a rubber mallet. Mrs. Owens, you've known him longer than I.
Yeah. But just for argument's sake, if you were me, what would you do?
Well, I suppose I would cook him a lavish gourmet dinner, then hit him up for the money right afterwards.
Great idea! I'll get right on it.
I'll start screaming. That'll bring the guard up here to see what's wrong.
I'll jump her and snap her neck like a twig.
That'll bring us up to the cell block guard.
I'll jump her and snap her neck like a twig.
Next, we'll go down to the main gate where there's 2 guards.
I'll take one on each arm and snap their necks like twigs.
Ladies, I don't know if this is a good idea. I mean, someone could get hurt.
Like an innocent bystander?
You know, you two have a very bad attitude.
Listen, Goldilocks. This is prison. There's gangs and screws and crummy food and endless work details. And there's nothing but drudgery and squalor and desperation as hour after hour, day after day, week after week, slowly they squeeze the soul out of you.
My, aren't you a gloomy Gus? What you need is a sing-along.
What?
Well, music can set you free.
What?
Okay, you slugs, mail call.
Look out! She has a comb!
Do exactly as I say, and no one gets hurt.
What do you want?
I want to be set free. I want her to sing.
Well, any special requests?
Yeah. Sing do, re, mi. But one false note and Murphy's history.
Sing, ladies, sing.
Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun.
You're a little flat.
Me, a name I call myself. A long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread lock, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough.
Now, everyone.
Mi re do.
Encore! You know anything from Fiddler?
Okay, lady, you're out of here.
You finally believe me.
Well, it's worth the fingerprint check. And besides, if you break into Sunrise Sunset, I'm going to puke.
Bye, everyone. Would you like some apple strudel, Mr. B?
Oh, really, Mrs. Owens? I feel so uncomfortable sitting here letting you serve me.
Relax. I'll eat when you're done. Now, who wants more?
I'll have another piece.
Would you like me to heat it up for you?
Sure.
Boy, Mom sure is friendly.
How about this meal she cooked? Beef Wellington, truffles, stuffed wild goose?
This is the most magnificent meal I have ever eaten. That woman is not your mother.
So, how we doing?
Oh, just fine, fine. Oh, Mrs. Owens, I finished. Why don't you sit here and have your meal, and I'll warm it up for you.
You talked me into a Jeeves?
Yes, well, let's clear the table.
Yeah, let's clear this to the kitchen.
I haven't finished my strudel.
So, honey, how'd you like my goose?
I'm done.
Hey, come on, I'm her husband. Don't you think I'd recognize her if she were a fake? Well, I would.
Time to take a hike.
Okay, so for once in her life, she cooked a good meal. What other evidence do we have she's not your mother?
She paid me for getting detention.
She taught me how to rob an armored truck.
She pinched me on the tush.
She kissed me on the mouth.
Finally, safe and sound.
Well, whoever she is, she's out of her mind. There she is.
Oh, George.
Freeze, lady. You got some explaining to do.
What's going on?
All right, who are you and what have you done with my mother?
Oh, Kevin, I am your mother.
Don't touch me, you tramp.
What did you call me? George!
Don't George me, lady. You know, now that I got a really good look at you, it's obvious you're not my wife.
You should never have cooked us a gourmet dinner.
But I didn't cook any... She must have come here.
Who?
Sharon Witt, my client. She looks just like me. She knocked me out. She stole all my things, and she must have used my keys to come in here.
You expect us to believe that? It's impossible.
Not really. There are 5 billion people in this world. It's quite possible that every one of us has a double somewhere.
Right. And mine just happens to be a psychopath.
You know what I think? I think you're the psychopath.
Yeah, you're not our mom.
You're not my wife.
I am your wife. I am your mom. I am your wife. I am your mom. I am your wife. I am your wife.
Mars.
I am your mom.
Are you all right, Mrs. Owens?
What? What are you all staring at?
You were yelling in your sleep.
I had the most amazing dream. And you were in it. And you, and you, and you, and you. I was trapped in prison, and I kept saying, I want to go home. And they sent me home. I think.
That's great, Mom.
Oh, good luck today, honey.
Huh?
Your first venture as a criminal lawyer.
We got you something to commemorate it.
And that taché case.
You deserve it, Marsh.
It's lovely, but where did it get that dent?
Nothing too unusual to report today, other than a very odd dream Mrs. Owens had that left her a bit rattled. The idea of a person having a double is most intriguing. It has been the subject of such great works as A Prisoner of Zenda, The Comedy of Errors, and The Patty Duke Show. Yes? Your shift is up, Lynn. You can go out and play. Excuse me.
Every Sunday, relax and bring your whole family together with award-winning movies that will entertain and inspire. This week, to save her farm and family, a woman must tame a wild horse and ride him to victory in the FamilyNet presentation of The Dark Horse, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Family Netflix.
No.
telling you, Mr. Belvedere, they aren't ready yet.
Nonsense. These things have been in this blasted furnace for over half an hour. Impossible. It's too wet.
I think I know what the problem is. Yep, the other clothes can't get dry because of these. Your bloomers keep soaking up all the hot air.
It's your father's fault. Why does he always insist on fixing our washing machine himself?
I think he likes electric shock.
He can use the therapy.
Hey, lighten up, Mr. Belvedere. Just remember what Kevin always says. Laundromats are a great place to pick up chicks.
I thought he always said laundromats are a great place to pick up change.
Yeah, well, just watch him master at work.
Oh, somebody been making mud pies?
Excuse me. Oh, please. They weren't mud pies. Spanky pushed me out of a tree.
Spanky?
A 5-year-old gorilla who doesn't like to share his blackberries. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not quite making sense. I just spent 5 years living with mountain apes in Rwanda.
Really? I live in a monkey house here in Beaver Falls. How has Africa's loss become our gain?
Oh, the grant money ran out, but the University of Pittsburgh offered me a position as a guest lecturer, so here I am.
Well, neighbor, we must get together and swap stories about the Dark Continent.
You've been there?
Yes, I spent several years with Sir William Daly in the Congo. Actually, one of the tribes made me an honorary witch doctor.
You're not serious.
I have the shrunken heads to prove it. I'm Lynn Belvedere.
Louise Gilbert.
Boy, the attitude some women develop by the time they're 13.
Lynn, here's my phone number. Why don't you call me? Say after 5?
Oh, you can count on it. Well, it's been a pleasure, Louise.
Who's that?
Oh, just a chick I picked up at the laundromat.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Oh, boy, your poor brother. He is achy and sweaty, and he's got a temperature of 103.
He's probably all hot thinking about his big date with Arlene this weekend.
Enough, you two. Now, your brother is very sick. If he needs anything else, he'll just call us on that dinner bell I gave him.
Oh, no, not the bell routine.
I'd like to kill that stupid washing machine.
I thought you did that yesterday.
Ha! Look what it did to Heather's jeans.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm sorry, kitten. I'll take you to Kmart and get you a new pair.
Dad, they're great. I'd have to pay $100 for jeans like this.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm afraid you'll have to fend for yourselves for a while. Try to avoid bloodshed.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, you look so nice.
Yeah. You got an interview with immigration?
Now he's got a big date with that chickie babe from the laundromat.
Louise.
Hello, Lynn.
Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
Hello.
Hi.
Now say goodbye to the Owens family.
Mr. Belvedere. Hi, Louise. I'm Marcia. My husband, George,
Hi,
and
hello.
our children, Wesley and Heather.
It's nice to meet you all.
So you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh? Was it love at first sight or just static cling?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
Louise is an ethologist. She studies...
Animal behavior. Last night I watched Wild Kingdom.
Actually, my specialty was the mating habits of the mountain gorillas.
Well, that ought to give you a little insight into Belvedere.
No, it's interesting. The head of the gorilla family has gray hair, too.
Yes, I think we should be going.
See you again sometime.
Boy, I really like her.
She sure put you in your cage.
routine with the chicken pox. And do you know why I have to bring him his food? Why I have to watch him wheeze and scratch? Do you know why?
Because when you were 3, Mom intentionally exposed you to the chicken pox so that you would get the childhood disease.
Why didn't she do it with you?
She tried. I scared the other kids away.
Well, it's the curse of being the middle child.
Hey, I have my own problems too, you know. I've got a hot date with Marjorie tonight, and it's the old dad'll drop you off and dad'll pick you up routine. You know how embarrassing that is for guys my age?
Well, you could always steal a car and drive yourself.
That is a truly demented idea. Thanks, Heather.
Hi, guys. Hi, Mom.
Is your dad home yet?
Yeah, he's down in the basement fixing the washer.
Says he's just about got it all done. Oh, Dad, you look like something out of Roger Rabbit.
A breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. George, you know what the Surgeon General says about smoking dynamite.
You're a riot, Belvedere. A regular riot.
I know. And speaking of dynamite, I hope you don't mind if I borrow the station wagon tonight. I have a date with Louise.
Again? But you were with her all afternoon.
I was merely attending her lecture. Do you know, gorillas rise in the morning and eat, and then nap until dinner?
Sounds like your schedule.
Yes, well, anyway, tonight we're going to a drive-in.
Yeah, we'll have a real great time.
Don't mind him, Mr. Belvedere. He's just grouchy because you have a date and can drive and he has a date and can't.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Daddy will drop you off.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I have a great idea. You get your gal, and I'll get mine, and we'll go double.
You mean go to the drive-in with you?
Uh-huh.
I can't even picture it. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, we can't see.
Oh, come now, Wesley. I didn't think teenagers actually came to the drive-in to watch movies.
This is worse than being stuck with my dad.
Wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have any heads.
Forget it, Wesley. I packed the axe with the rest of your father's tools.
Marjorie, don't you think that policeman looks a little like Kirk Douglas?
Who?
Oh, I must be dating myself.
No, you're dating me.
Oh, and I think we're embarrassing them.
All right, I'll behave. But only for a kiss. I meant a Hershey's kiss. Oops. Why is everybody else honking?
Because you started it.
Scientifically, that's called imitating disruptive behavior. It's fun.
Hey, you want to grow up? People are trying to watch a movie here.
I'm sorry.
There's some people act in front of their kids. I fear for our children's future.
Well, I hope you two are happy.
Sorry, hon. The washer warranty does not cover the problem.
Well, that can't be. I mean, I don't even know what the problem is.
Well, the problem is the warranty's only good for 36 months.
You know, that always happens. A thing breaks down right after the warranty runs out.
George, the machine is 13 years old.
Well, I can still be mad, can't I?
Well, I think Kevin's gonna survive the chicken pox, but they may kill me.
Oh, he still got you going, huh?
You know, I don't mind taking up his meals or changing his sheets or reading him bedtime stories like Babar the elephant. But making me sing feelings to Arlene over the phone because he's got a sore throat, that's really pushing it.
Well, why didn't he ask me? I love that song.
Oh.
Sorry, honey. I think that's your brother tinkling.
Florence Nightingale was a sucker.
I have never been so humiliated in my life.
What's the matter, champ? You and Marjorie lock braces?
It wasn't my date, it was Mr. Belvedere and Louise. First, they almost get us thrown out for honking the horn, and then during the intermission, they were playing on the swings and doing gorilla mating calls.
Well, where's Belvedere?
My best guess? He and Louise are probably in the snack bar starting a food fight.
Movie's over, Lynn.
I know.
The only two people here.
I know.
I hope Kevin gets over the chickenpox soon so the doctor can start treating his real problem.
What's that?
Women. He won't stop babbling about Arlene. I just found him trying to escape out of his window. One more tight-up bedsheet and he'd be crawling down the driveway.
Boy, I'm starving.
Me too. Well, you're in luck, because we have eggs rancheros.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I made them myself.
But then I think about my darn cholesterol.
Yeah, and you know you're never too young to start watching your diet. Adios, Mom.
Bye.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, Mr. Belvedere is sleeping in this morning. I have spent 45 minutes on these eggs. I followed the recipe exactly, down to the hot chilies, and you are going to eat them.
It was nice knowing you, Dad.
Oh, how late was Mr. Belvedere out last night anyway?
Oh, gee, I don't know, but sometime around dawn, I heard him belting out an inspired version of Love is a Many Splendored Thing.
Maybe that's what set off the Huffnickel's dog.
Good morning, fine family. Beautiful day. Wonderful world. Life's fine.
There you have it, folks. The difference between a date that ends in disaster and one that ends at daybreak.
So, did you have fun last night, Mr. Belvedere?
Last night? Oh, yes, last night. It was pleasant.
Pleasant as in you'll be seeing Louise again today?
Oh, Heather, Louise and I are not easily infatuated teenagers. We don't have to see each other every waking hour.
Oh, of course you don't.
We just happen to be somewhat compatible adults.
Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, I think of Louise as my new friend.
Considering that dopey-looking turtleneck you're wearing, your new friend must have given you one beauty of an old-fashioned hickey.
Nonsense! Louise and I behaved with utter decorum and civility last night.
Come in. Good morning, everyone.
Ah, good morning, Hickey. Louise.
Good morning, Louise.
Forgive me for barging in at such an inconvenient hour, but somehow your wallet wound up in my jacket pocket last night.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and here are your Necco wafers.
Oh, I was looking for these.
Well, I have a 9 o'clock lecture. Gotta run. Nice to see you all. Goodbye, Lynn.
Goodbye, Louise. That was just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about.
Kevin, you're being ridiculous. So what if you lose Arlene? Look, you can't take off your mask or she'll see your spots, and you can't talk through that thing. So how do you think you're going to impress her looking like that?
Have you seen my attaché? What's that?
You mean this? It's one of Louise's friends. Yeah, that's it. It's one of the gorillas from the mist.
Kevin, is that you in there? What are you trying to do? Have a relapse? Now cut out the monkey business. Go upstairs, get undressed, and go to bed.
Oh, I told you this was stupid.
Sometimes I wonder about that boy. Must come from George's side of the family.
Hey, what's the deal, hot lips? Not going out with Lover Girl tonight?
Why should I, Wesley? We're not going steady, as you say in your simplistic American vernacular.
Hello. Oh, hey, Louise. the girl you're not going steady with.
Here's plenty. Get lost.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Haven't heard from you in a few days.
Well, I've been very busy. What with the spring cleaning and the Owens crawling out of hibernation.
I've missed you.
I must confess I missed you, too.
Well, good. Because the professor I work with has a cabin up at Seven Springs. It's on top of a hill nestled among the pines, and I thought maybe we could...
Go together?
Am I being too forward? I'm used to spending time with gorillas, and they usually get right to the point.
I'd love to go with you, Louise. Now, what should I bring?
Toothbrush, change of clothes, and it's a private lake, so a bathing suit is optional.
Hi, big guy. Hi, Louise. Oh. You okay, Belvedere? You look like somebody stole your ding-dongs.
I'm fine.
I'll call you, Lynn. 3 days and 2 nights in a cabin in the woods. Sounds wonderful.
I can't help it. I'm an incurable outdoorsman.
A weekend in Pines? Better watch out, big guy. That's how these women reel you in. Or in your case, harpoon.
No, George, I do not plan to get reeled in.
No man ever does, big guy. No man ever does.
The prospect of a weekend with Louise is quite appealing. After all, I haven't skinny dipped since that festival at Woodstock. On the other hand, perhaps events are hurtling on too far, too fast. The real problem is, old romantic feelings I'd long thought lost are stirring once again.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's it. I give up. I threw in the towel. I called the washing machine guy. He's sending somebody over tonight, and that baby's getting fixed once and for all.
Oh, George, I get such a tingle when you take command.
Well.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, you're looking really good.
Another big date, big guy?
Something like that.
Gee, I wonder who it could be.
Hello.
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 Aren't you going to introduce me? Us? Nope.
Oh, everyone, this is Giselle Hufnagel, the Hufnagel's cousin from Wichita.
Oh, welcome to Pittsburgh, Giselle. Well, actually, I'm only here for the small appliance convention.
Why?
I demonstrate small appliances. Want to hear my pitch for the Acumatic 1000 Mighty Mouth lint sucker?
I got no plans.
Oh, Giselle is only here for a few days, and I thought I'd show her the sights.
Why don't you start with my room?
Well, shall we?
I'll get it. It's probably the repairman. Oh, hi, Louise.
Hello, George. Is Lynn ready?
Belvedere, are you ready?
Ready?
Come on, Lenny, I want a disco. Woo!
Lynn, what's going on? Who's this?
Louise, I'd like you to meet Giselle Hufnagel.
How do you do?
Pleased to make your allegiance. Want to hear my pitch for the Decade 2 nose hair plucker? It's rechargeable.
Aren't we going on our trip?
Trip?
To a cabin in the woods, the pines?
Ah, yes, the Pines. Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, there has been... that is to say that...
I think you blew a circuit.
I'm taking Giselle out on the town.
What?
I know I should have rang and told you, but I've had so much on my mind. If you never want to see me again, I quite understand.
I see. Is there somewhere we can speak? Alone?
Patio's available, big guy. There's going to be some fireworks tonight.
Speaking of fireworks, I'm Wesley.
So what are you saying? Our big trip comes along and you simply forgot about it?
It must be old age. I'm forgetting so many things lately.
You didn't forget about your date with Trixie in there.
Now, there's no need to drag Giselle into this.
You're the one who dragged her in, remember?
We didn't agree to go steady, Louise.
Oh, so that's it. You think I'm crowding you. Well, if you want to play the field like some silverback Rwandan gorilla, be my guest.
As much as I resent the simian comparison, I suppose a little freedom has its advantages.
Oh, fine. Well, I sure wish we had this conversation before I laid out $150 for a black lace negligee.
Black lace negligee. Ooh.
You think she's going to hit him?
I'd sure belt you.
Where's Giselle?
I don't know.
Hey, Wes! Lynn, you have me at a total loss. I mean, I thought it was odd that you didn't return a few of my phone calls, but I never dreamed you'd stand me up.
Listen, Louise, after you had invited me away for the weekend, it was all I could think about.
This sounds better.
Then I started worrying where a weekend like that could lead.
Well, I was hoping we could toast marshmallows.
You know what I mean.
I haven't been exactly comfortable with the runaway train we're on either.
The truth of the matter is, I have trouble dealing with the kind of feelings I have for you. The last time I felt this way, I got so scared, I had to go and climb a mountain in Tibet.
And you were hoping Giselle would save you the trek up Mount Kilimanjaro?
I have a trunk full of small appliances. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Louise.
Actually, I'm flattered.
The question still remains. What are we going to do?
You got awfully quiet out there. Maybe she killed him.
Well, gee, I might. I want a party. Well, what do you think's going on?
Oh, hey, knowing the big guy, he's probably letting her down easy. You know, giving her the old hasta la vista.
So, did you guys break up?
Not exactly. We're going to get married.
Does this mean we're not going out?
Next on Mr. Belvedere.
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
It seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Tuesday, kick off your holiday the all-American way with Tony and Angela on Who's the Boss. And Kevin comes to the rescue when Winnie becomes stage-struck in the school play on the Wonder Years. After, the holiday celebration continues, with Roseanne working for a boss half her age, and Christine shows her unswerving love for Coach. Now stay tuned for The Dead Zone on the Sunday Night Movie.
On Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?